So it's not a secret that the history of the Los Angeles Lakers is pretty damn awesome. I mean, these guys have won 16 NBA championships, and as a result, they're one of the most successful and esteemed franchise in sports. That being said, the roster they have now, it's got potential, but they definitely have some time until they're hoisting up another trophy. I mean, you start with the point guard of D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, he might do a really good job of ruining Nick Young's love life, but he also seems like he can be one of the best point guards in the league for his handle, his shot, and his fluidity with the basketball, if that term even makes sense. And I think he's the star player that Laker fans should really be embracing. There's also Jordan Clarkson, who, I don't know if he has the ceiling of Russell, but he seems like he can be a very good combo guard in this league, ability to play point guard and shooting guard, be a shooter as well as a ball handler. It's all good stuff. There's also Julius Randle, who is probably going to average a double-double for the next decade. The question is just how good can his offensive game really progress? Specifically when we're talking like 15 feet out. And so as good as they may look right now, I think they need one more piece, one more young player to build with. Why not Duke's Brandon Ingram, who has been getting a lot of comparisons to Kevin Durant, not just because they're both skinny as hell, but because they can put the ball in the basket. Now let's assume that the Lakers finish at number 2, which is where they are right now, so they will keep their draft pick. It doesn't go to the Sixers. Ben Simmons goes number 1 to the Wizards. The Wiz always suck in 2K for some reason. And here is Brandon Ingram to the Lakers. Now let's just see what happens if we add him to this thing and we just kind of go through the association for a few years. Can the Lakers win a championship or what? Now granted, this is according to 2K, so let's all take it with a grain of salt. We also have to imagine that throughout this process, guys are going to get better, like Julius Randle at the mid-range. And so with Brandon Ingram, here's the team. We just have Zaza Pachulia filling in at center because a real option hasn't opened up yet. And you have to imagine that D'Angelo Russell would get better simply from having Kobe Bryant not there anymore to take a whole lot of shots. And hopefully Brandon Ingram can become acclimated pretty quickly. If you're a natural scorer, that usually translates to the NBA fast. And they're already 4-3, so it's safe to say they're better than they are in real life right now. But at the same time, the losses are starting to get kind of real. 6-10. I mean, what'd you expect? The guy's a rookie. He's not going to come in and just change the face of the Lakers in one day. He's not going to pull a Magic Johnson. Although we're now 7-22. All right, Laker fans, it's a good future coming up. It's just there's some losses going on right now. But even with that, D. Russ shows he's on the trajectory to being one of the best point guards in the league. I think Nick Young is still on the team, which is funny. Julius Randle with his double-doubles. Clarkson hasn't made a huge jump, but being a solid player. And Ingram, it's a pretty damn good rookie season, even if the percentages are not beautiful. Actually, this is quite a jump to go from however many games they're going to win this season, drafting Brandon Ingram, and according to 2K, winning over 30 games in 1 year. That's a pretty nice jump. And actually, ooh, look at this. What was that, a 7-game winning streak to end it? And my goodness, Durant did not win the MVP. And Ben Simmons just beat out Ingram. I don't know, man. Those are some pretty damn good rookie stats. Shout out to Ben Simmons, but I don't know. Now, the Cavaliers won the championship, so maybe LeBron will stop yelling at his teammates. And look at this. Nerlens Noel available in free agency. You know, he's the type of center we could actually use. We'd have to throw a hell of a lot of money at him, but, I mean, we got the cap space, especially with the cap jumping to like 100 bajillion million, which is not a number. And if I can steal some 76ers footage, Nerlens is the type of center we could use as for a run, jump, and dunk type of player. He's not going to be playing power forward, so his lack of some offense is not going to be as big of a deal. We got Nerlens Noel, boys. This is what the Sixers get for tanking for so damn long. They just lost Nerlens Noel to the Lakers. And so now, when we look at D. Russ, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and now the flat top, something's brewing in LA, man. And you gotta assume going into his second season, Brandon Ingram's gonna make a jump. This is a team that should be fighting for the playoffs. Now, of course, with 2K, we don't know. We might end up winning 10 games. We might end up winning 60 games because freaking like 6th seeds win the championship all the time in this game. Everybody gets a few more minutes. Shout out to Larry Nance Jr. for being the consistent 6th man. And we're 15-15. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? We beat the 76ers to add insult to injury. Sorry, Sam Hinkie. The basketball gods were not in your favor. And that doesn't make any sense because you just didn't have enough money to re-sign Nerlens, but whatever, the joke still stands, and started winning some games to end the season. What the hell? When did Carmelo Anthony turn into LeBron James? Did you see those stats? My goodness. you see our stats here, we're doing pretty damn well, although no one's really made a drastic jump. We're all kind of the same people, including Brandon Ingram, which makes this whole video kind of awkward. The point of this was we draft Ingram, and he's the second coming of Magic Johnson, and he makes us the best team in like 5 minutes. Is that going to happen? I don't know, we might lose to Portland in the second round. Okay, wait, the Sacramento Kings are in the conference finals? This officially makes no damn sense. Don't tell me Boogie's going to the NBA finals, boys. See, in one sense, it kind of sucks because we lost, but in another, it's like, DeMarcus Cousins won the NBA championship. Now, it's because of all people, Dennis Smith, who apparently became God the second that he touched a basketball. But the Kings are the champions, so now this video officially makes no damn sense, and nobody's offered Avery Bradley a contract in free agency? Okay, I'll just gladly scoop him up then. The hell's wrong with the Celtics? Why would you want to let Avery Bradley go? And so now we're like, 3 seasons into this thing? Julius Randle has hopefully improved. His stats haven't gotten any better. Avery Bradley's going to give us the defense. And you talk about a starting lineup with Avery Bradley and Nerlens Noel in there? That's got to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. Combined with Ingram's, like Randle, Ingram better be improving, or this video already makes no sense. I just said that like 30 seconds ago. And so, we still are not that great. 2K just hates me, man. I'm trying to make this, at a certain point, I'm expecting us to win like 68 games, and it's just not happening. According to 2K, Brandon Ingram ain't gonna be making the biggest difference in the world. Now, is that true? Probably not. He's probably gonna be a monster, but it's whatever. We won, 53 games? Shout out to Steph Curry. And perhaps this is the time that we actually give the Lakers another championship. We're going up against our arch rivals, the Dennis Smith and Sacramento Kings. Well, they took us to a Game 7, but we won that time. Minnesota makes sense. Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns. I'm surprised it took them this long, to be honest. And okay, what is with the Sixers making the finals when I do these videos? This is not the first time. Look at this random roster they have. Just took a bunch of names, throw them in a hat, and that's their NBA team. So, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Well, here you go, boys. If you're a Lakers fan, and they draft Brandon Ingram, and then somehow they end up with Nerlens Noel and Avery Bradley, they're going to win the championship in 2019, and the NBA is not going to make any sense because the Sacramento Kings are going to win the finals in the process, and the Sixers are going to make the finals. So this video makes no damn sense, and I'm out.